Chapter 40, Lebanon, Illinois, 2014. A much-anticipated Third Intergalactic Conference was convened in the small town of Lebanon in the year 2014. It had been 10 years since the last gathering, and excitement buzzed through the air as ambassadors from all corners of the galaxy arrived. The quaint town was transformed into a bustling hub of activity as aliens of all shapes and sizes, mostly in earthly disguise, mingled with humans, their advanced technology and colorful attire a stark contrast to the serene Midwestern setting. The anticipation and curiosity hung heavy in the air, as everyone wondered if humankind had made any significant changes since the last conference. As I entered the great event, my heart sank at the sight of the stern faces adorned by many of the ambassadors from across the cosmos. The tension in the air was thick and heavy, and lingering questions persisted about the past decade of violence that the human species had brought upon themselves. While we were supposed to be united in finding a solution, there was still animosity and fear clouding our minds. How could we trust the humans when they were still attacking their own kind? Yet, we knew we had to come together, no matter how conflicted all of our views may be. The meeting began with a slow, deliberate review of the previous conference's decisions and treaty. It was evident that very little had changed since then. The stink of mankind seemed to loom over all of the participants, casting long shadows. Humans still held 2 coveted seats on the majestic 12 Council, their voices and opinions carrying significant weight. However, murmurs and heated debates erupted again from some corners, with many still arguing fervently that humans should have only 1 seat on the Council, or even no representation at all. Tensions hung thick in the air, as ambassadors from different species shifted uncomfortably in their seats and exchanged meaningful glances. This was not just a simple meeting, it was a battle for both power and control, with potentially far-reaching consequences for all involved. The debate grew heated once again, with emotions running high. Some still argued that humans had not shown themselves to be responsible or trustworthy enough. Others believed that it was important for humanity to have a voice in these intergalactic matters. As tensions rose throughout the conference, an unexpected voice spoke up. It was an emissary from Earth, representing humanity itself. The brave human stood before everyone present and apologized for their species' actions over the past decade. They acknowledged that they still had much to learn and improve upon, but promised to strive towards change and progress. This unexpected gesture surprised and impressed many of those in attendance. Some saw it as a glimmer of hope for humanity's future, while others remained skeptical. After hours of intense debate and careful consideration, it was ultimately decreed that neither the esteemed President of the United States or the Holy Pope would hold a seat any longer among the prestigious Majestic 12. Instead, humankind would be granted 3 new representatives on the Council, tasked with making crucial decisions for their species' future. In place of the President of the United States would now be a military intelligence representative. This individual would hold an important position in the United States intelligence community, often the highest-ranking member of their career bureaucracy who had not been personally appointed by the President. This individual could potentially hold great sway and influence within the group by wielding their knowledge and experience like a powerful weapon. The next of the 3 coveted seats on the Majestic 12 would now be reserved for the President of the People's Republic of China, serving as a necessary counterbalance to the other 2 human seats. This powerful position held immense responsibility and authority, with the weight of an entire nation, almost 1/5 of Earth's entire population, resting upon their shoulders. The 3rd seat on the Council symbolized a delicate and vital balance between nations, a safeguard against any single entity gaining too much control. It was a coveted position, one that held both great responsibility and power. After much debate and negotiation, it had been decided that the 3rd seat would now be given to Earth's wealthiest person, an individual with immense resources and influence. This decision had caused quite a stir among the Council members, each vying for their own candidate to fill the prestigious role. But ultimately, it was seen as a necessary move to maintain harmony and prevent any one nation from holding too much sway over intergalactic affairs. The decision-making power of the group was carefully distributed among human and non-human members, ensuring that no single earthly nation or intergalactic species held too much sway. The Grand Hall buzzed with excitement and energy as the Third Intergalactic Conference then came to a close. The ambassadors nodded in agreement as they discussed the outcomes. A sense of hope and unity filled the air, like an invisible force that bound them all together. After much debate and compromise, they had finally reached a resolution and made plans to reconvene in human year 2029 to review their progress on these crucial issues. The room seemed to hum with anticipation for what the future held. As they dispersed back to their respective galaxies, the stars whispered of mankind's future and the endless possibilities of evolution. The vast expanse of the cosmos stretched out before them, a canvas of twinkling lights and infinite mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Each being carried with them a glimmer of hope and curiosity, wondering what the future held for humanity and themselves in the ever-changing universe.